All right, Randy Walker here, WorldTennisMagazine.com. I'm at the U.S. Open Court of Champions here at the U.S. Open, USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. That man right there is Joel Drucker. He is the famous tennis historian and writer. And we're going to talk a little bit about the U.S. Open Court of Champions, some of the top women inductees here. So, Joel, just talk a little bit about the Court of Champions, about what we got here.
The Court of Champions itself is a wonderful way for the U.S. Open and the USTA to celebrate the history of the game. Billie Jean King, for whom the tennis center is named, is a history major, Cal State LA. Her English degree there, loves history, understands that kind of what we understand from the past propels us into the future. You know, there's a great line that says, "It's all now. It's all now. Yesterday began 10,000 years ago, and tomorrow began today," or something. It's just the circle of time never ends.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. So let's do a little stroll here and talk about some of these great champions. Helen Wills,
a great champion who actually played at Berkeley, at the Berkeley Tennis Club, where I played for many years in the San Francisco Bay Area. She was kind of a Chris Evert, Green Conley, great baseliner, made about 2 errors a year, dominated this title, was a great player throughout the 20s and 30s. And I know the next one over.
And how many majors did she win?
She won 19 singles majors.
You know, so that's one more than Martina and Chris. And I personally think that whenever we talk about, you know, I mean, obviously you have different eras, but she's not really in the conversation a whole lot.
She's in my conversation.
Yeah,
I
but
think about her every day.
Yeah, that's right. Berkeley Tennis Club alone, right?
Not just in my club, but just because I think about the game every day.
Yeah, but I think people should remember that she won 19 majors. So
that's right. So here's someone who won 39 majors altogether, 12 in singles, and also changed the world with her pioneering effort with the original 9. Gladys Heldman started the women's tour. Billie Jean King. Now, here's something I'm going to bring out to Billie Jean King that people don't know as much about. What a great player she was. And Billie Jean was known for not letting you hit what you wanted to hit. She was a great volleyer, but she mixed things up with super tactician, wise player. People overlook how great a player she was and what a smart, devoted player she was and what a gamer she was. The last year she won the title of singles at the U.S. Open in '74. Yvonne Gourdon is down 3-0 in the third set, ends up winning at 7-5 in the finals. So just a tremendous champion, Billie Jean.
I think that's the final where they had this amazing point. That's like one of the most amazing points in U.S. Open history.
Rally, and there's lobs, and the forehand, and the approach shots, just tremendous point. Billie Jean won the singles here 4 times.
And if you see a video of Billie Jean King, you know, nowadays, and you see her hit volleys, she probably still has the best volley of women's tennis.
She might be the best volley technique there. But certainly her nervous moment.
So what was our next one? We got Chris Evert.
Chris Evert, who made her debut here when she was 16 in 1971 at Forest Hills. Got to the semis the first year. And in a way, she really created the modern game. She created how the game is played today. She's the baseline game, a lot like Novak Djokovic and Jannik Sinner. Just metronomically brilliant, day in and day out. Won the title here 6 times. This is the 50th anniversary of her first singles title. Won it in 1975.
On clay.
On clay. Won every year was played on clay. 75, 76, and 77. And just kind of relentless, tremendous competitor. And also, I've written about this. People like to say, well, Chris Evert, she wasn't that athletic. If you're in the top 4 in a sport for 20 years, you're a great athlete. She was a tremendous athlete.
You know, talk about how much of a sensation that was in 1971 when she got to the semis.
Well, in 71, it was interesting. A lot of the men, for various reasons, weren't playing Forest Hills that year. So they were skipping it. There was kind of a charisma gap. Bill Talbot, the tournament director, thought he'd put her first match on the stadium, and she fights back in her second match against Marian Eisel, the number 4 American, fights off 6 match points, and goes on to win and reach the semis. She kind of stole the show at 16, her first ever major.
And a star was born.
A star was born.
And who we got next here? We got Margaret Smith Court.
The great Margaret Court won 62 majors, more than anyone ever.
Singles, doubles, mixed.
Singles, doubles, mixed. Calendar year Grand Slams. She won all 4 majors in a calendar year. In 1970, concluded her run here with beating Rosemary Casals in the finals of the 1970 U.S. Open. Rosie Casals nicknamed her the Arm. She was just commanded the court. Great volleyer, Australian, super fitness, ahead of the curve on the fitness and training aspect. Natural left-hander, but she played righty.
So you said calendar year Grand Slam. What is your opinion of that term versus just regular Grand Slam?
I like them all. They're all fine. They don't need to be called majors. You can win it. I'm okay calling it a Grand Slam title. I don't need to call it a major. I don't play golf.
Okay.
I don't play golf. I'm okay. Now, speaking of Grand Slams yet again.
Yeah, another Grand Slam here. Yep.
Steffi Graf won this title in 1988, capped a dominant year. I think she lost maybe 3 matches that entire year. Great forehand, great concentration, a total champion, left no stone unturned, great work ethic. Of course, now a lot of people know her as Andre Agassi's wife. She won 22 singles majors and really lit this place up.
I remember looking at the draw sheet when she would play, and it would say Steffi Graf, 11 a.m. She always loved to play at 11 a.m.
11 o'clock. Get out of here by 1.
And then the next match, it would say not before 12. This match, so like because a lot of her matches were less than an hour, especially leading into the quarterfinals, semifinals, where it became a little bit more.
Great champion.
So just a little bit of tennis history here with Joel Drucker. He's a treasure for our game, and we just want to highlight a little bit of the Court of Champions here, which is just a great place to learn more about tennis history. And people really need to, if you're a contemporary fan of tennis or just being introduced to tennis, it's really important to learn the history.
It makes it rich. It's a great part of the whole game. Why not understand more of it? You study music, you study who Bach and Mozart are, so why wouldn't you want to know who Graf and Wills and King and Evert and all these great players are?
All right, so for WorldTennisMagazine.com, on the YouTube channel, I'm Randy Walker, and that's Joel Drucker, and thanks for watching.